maybe you could ask for me to say a little bit less, but I'm aiming for Mike Goldberg's position, so it would only be appropriate for me to say some inappropriate things from time to time. This is not my day job. That is simply I can't tell you what I normally do, but it's secret stuff in the government. I can say that. Very secret stuff. To the right, we have the man himself, Josh Presley. To the left, we have Mansher. Started training 5.5 years ago. He started wrestling, play fighting with family members. He said, I have to into this. I have to watch the Ultimate Fighter. He made his move. He is now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is as fine a competition as you'll see on any map of the world. Let's make some noise! Introducing first, this man is a brown belt. Representing the Marcelo Garcia Academy and Fight at Queens, New York. He is a two-time lightweight and absolute brown belt world champion. Let's hear it for Mansher. Introducing this man, a brown belt, representing in Halifax. Let's hear it for Presley!
He has no intention of pulling guard. If Josh pulls guard, that's fine because he likes to be on the top. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Here we go. I don't know if Josh is going to pull guard. I was just telling the folks at home that Munch has already said I'm not pulling guard. If he wants to, I'll stay on top. That's where I want to be anyways.
Josh going to pull guard. There he goes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm geeking out so hard for this.
Ooh, this is exciting stuff.
Man, great pressure from Munch so far. Trying to get by that guard. Josh trying to scramble, trying to keep it together.
Yeah, yeah.
Josh very sneaky with the omoplata attack.
Yeah.
You're going to have to watch out for that. So they've fought twice before, hey, Dan?
Yeah, Munch is taken both by points, but interestingly enough, they competed on a Saturday, and Josh made the trek over to Marcelo's school the next day, and they trained together. They're friends, but tonight they are competitors and friends.
Well, and Josh came second, I believe, in the Mundials a few years ago, or he's medaled in the Mundials at purple about 3 times, I believe.
That's right.
The Mundials, for anyone who's not familiar with that, is the World Championship of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Specifically, we are talking in the gi. Mansher, as you may have heard me mention, has won 4 gold medals at the Mundials at brown belt, so he's getting up there. One of the peculiarities about Jiu-Jitsu competition is that we have world championships at each belt level.
So I'm sure all of you at home know what's going on right now, but Munch is trying really hard to pass the guard. For those of you that don't know, they would be considered somewhat in a neutral position. Josh can attack from here, but Munch can threaten that pass to a more dominant position known as side mount or maybe even back mount.
Both these guys have extremely well-rounded games. I know that Josh likes to say, favorite position. He loves the omoplata. He loves to attack the bow and arrow choke. But he's an all-rounder. In fact, recently I had a chance to see his closed guard work and was blown away. And I'm a closed guard guy.
Yeah.
I'm not easily impressed by that. Almost got the sweep there, but the limitations of the narrow mat coming into play, I believe, a little bit there.
For those of you at home, this is our 6th match.
He's going to try to use those legs to keep him at bay. He's going to try to upset Munch's balance.
Yeah.
He's going to try to come on top or attack the limbs. See how he's got the arm stretched out? That's what Josh wants.
He was looking for an omoplata setup, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, when you remove the arm from the flank of the body, you can make all sorts of trouble. This is a great passing attempt by Munch. Those hips.
He's got that deep under.
Those hips of Josh Presley, though.
Josh was able to invert and save
Oh,
himself
look at that.
for a moment. Oh,
He's got to watch the back attack.
yeah. This is not where Josh wants to be, but I think if he can secure that Kimura-style grip, he might be able to.
Nope, he didn't get it.
No, and this is where Munch wants to be.
Solid back attack by Munch.
Yeah.
Great presence of mind. So we're about to see the defense of Josh Presley. Let's see if he can get out of here.
Yeah.
Munch is crossing his ankles. Oh, look at that. Right into the body triangle. That is a tough position to escape.
Yeah. Josh is carrying a lot of weight right now. He's got his weight and Munch's weight on top of him. Interestingly enough, Josh was over 200 pounds when he started doing BJJ a few years ago. He now weighs 160 pounds.
Well, it introduces you not only to a great form of exercise, but a healthy lifestyle. And he lives with Joel Jacker. These guys are basically full-time jiu-jitsu athletes, in addition to Josh's schoolwork and Joel's work. Josh fighting out of Wellington, Nova Scotia, which is like a tiny little cottage community, really. And just goes to show, like, here's a world-class guy, comes from absolutely nowhere.
We see Munch has that lapel grip.
Josh getting frustrated there.
But certainly not high enough up on the lapel at this point. But you can imagine how much weight this is for Josh. This is.
I think Munch looks a little bigger than him, and there's a lot of weight to be carrying on your lower back.
Yeah, Munch told me he weighed 162 as well. I was surprised by that. I'm not certain if that's his competition weight or his walk-around weight. He does look a little bit bigger than Josh, but they've competed twice already, so clearly
definitely the same weight class.
Definitely the same weight class. And I don't think Munch would be cutting more than a couple of pounds if he was. So.
Boy, the look on Josh Presley's face says it all. He's not where he wants to be, and he's fighting to survive.
Well, that body triangle is especially taxing on your cardio. So
Munch is on the lapel. He's going to try to swing and take Josh over and wind up some kind of choke here.
Yeah, I think if Munch can pull Josh down to the ground, he's going to look for that. He's going to look to switch sides a little bit, maybe threaten a bow and arrow, but hey.
This is an unusual predicament in a submission and grappling match. I've not seen this happen at Metamoris or Polaris before. This standing body triangle looks like Munch. Oh. Presley winds on the top, looking to pass right away, but
now,
there's a
Presley
triangle attack.
Threatened with a triangle or an arm
Looks
bar?
like it, but he's sitting halfway into the defense already. There you go.
That's nice. That's nice. Munch taking some time to put his belt back on, which is a great opportunity for Josh's legs to get some of that
lactic acid build up out of there. Is that what you're thinking?
I'm hoping. I don't know if that's
a bit surprised. Not sure what the rules are about having the uniform fixed, but Jarrett's a competent referee. So.
And here we go.
Let's see Josh attack from that position. Wow, aggressive by Munch. Excellent work.
Yeah.
Those hips. The way he's switching his legs, folks, allows him to keep his hips at a distance and to keep Munch at bay.
That guard retention, it all comes down to that.
Yeah, I have seen him drill that a million times.
We're in a one-legged X-guard position, which will be of no mystery to Munch. However, Presley is good at it and threatening the X-guard.
Of course, Marcelo Garcia, who's Munch's instructor, is the master and pioneer of the X-guard. Josh is not intimidated by that in the least.
Nonetheless, we have come full circle. Nova Scotia's finest, and the X-guard on New York's finest.
We almost had a turnaround there where Josh was going to come up on Munch's back in a standing position.
With a little more space, some things might turn out differently. I don't know if that would have been an exception.
It's a good size competition surface, though. It's just strange with we're up on a stage and they're up against a wall, folks. So when they get to the edges, the action curtailed to some extent. But these are the things you work out when you're having the first event of its kind in Canada.
And now we've got Presley on top.
Yeah,
pushing
look at that
pace. This is
Munch definitely trying to sweep there. He's into the single leg X guard. This is a position that his instructor excels at.
Now this is a representation of the gameness of jiu-jitsu. Oh, a beautiful sweep attempt by Presley, thwarted by Munch. Presley with the leg over the head. Right now, looking to work those lapels, spider guard style.
I feel like the 15 minutes is just zooming by. We do not have the benefit of a clock back here, folks.
But we will next time. thanks to modern technology.
We absolutely will next time. Do the modern technology of my watch not breaking.
Right now, someone is working on a clock specifically for this event.
Great.
We will have one.
Look for Presley to roll. There it is. Is he going to go for the leg?
Style roll. And to be honest, this is way more exciting than I thought.
This is not where Presley wants to be, though, because Munch is going to come up into a leg drag.
You're right.
And that is a powerful passing position.
Yeah, we see, just like you said,
right onto the back attack.
To turtle to shut down that leg drag attack.
Now he's defending his back, and he's been defending his back for quite a lot of this match.
This is not good.
It's going to be very difficult. He's on the neck. You're seeing how good Munch is right here, folks.
Now, Munch is threatening a bow and arrow or a zipper type choke, and he has taken Presley's right arm out of the game and put Presley in a precarious position, but he's tapping with his foot. Munch and Presley showing a ton of mutual respect. Watch Khera, Marcelo Garcia tonight with the bow and arrow style choke from the back. You're at home.
Munch!
Probably telling me to shut up from time to time. Call it like it is.
How did you game plan going into this match versus the kind of competitions that you normally deal with in the IBJJF?
I competed against Josh one time, and
a huge
I'm always very scared to make a mistake because I know he's
Clark.
really good, he's really strong, and he's going to capitalize on it. So tonight I was, I guess I opened up the game a little bit more, I was being more reckless, I would say.
What was the turning point in the match for you?
The first time I got his back, I was disappointed I lost his back, but I knew I could keep working the same pace, and I knew I could get back there,
We want to thank you for coming to Nova Scotia, for putting it all on the line.